Hey guys, so I thought I'd do a quick video of the do's and don'ts of Facebook Marketplace and the tips and tricks of how to sell your car successfully. So if you guys want to be buying and selling and trading your way up to cool cars like this Audi RS4 here, or this Audi S3, check out this guide here. Let's jump right into it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to jump into a full tutorial here of the do's and don'ts and show you guys how I list my items on Facebook and how I've had success through there, and how you can improve and get the most reach out of your Facebook listings. So there's 4 key details which you should really concentrate on when putting your car up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. These include clean photos, a good description, actually reply to those messages, and a realistic price. So I thought I'd jump straight in and hop on the Facebook Marketplace here and just have a quick search of what we are selling here. So we have a 2012 Audi RS4 which we have up for sale, so we're just going to have a look and see what the mean prices are, the general level of prices for these cars. Remember to set your distance to as broad as possible when you're looking for these cars, so you can just get more of a reach of the potential pricing for the area. So we'll type that in there. As we can see here, for the cars which are this facelift model, which have these nice lights, they're around that, pretty much that 37 all the way up to that $60,000-$70,000 mark. Yeah. So this is our car here. The reason why I have priced it so cheap is because I got this car for $30,000 as a bit of a marketplace buy. Really poor description, really poor photos, and pretty much this is the car which I'm just doing as a buy and sell car. So straight away we can see the pricing is around that $40,000. So we can kind of tell that, you know, we should be selling around that price point for this Asian case. The other one there, that was for $42,000. That had the same case as my one, which I'm selling here. But what I've done to have it as a quick sell and to maximize revenue, that I can put that revenue into other cars, I'll put it as a lower price point to move it on quicker. Straight away with the photos here, you can tell it's taken with a good camera. I take all my photos with a digital camera. Just a basic level digital camera can be more than sufficient for doing the job. I use a Canon DSLR. Using an iPhone or some sort of modern smartphone which is a decent camera can easily do the same job. Obviously it won't be as crystal clear as what you would have a digital camera, but it still gets the same results. Make sure your camera lenses and so on are obviously clean, especially on the iPhone, because they have a lot of smudge and fingerprints on them before taking the photos. And more importantly, make sure your car is 100% clean, interior and exterior. Do the wheels, make sure you use hot soapy water, make sure it's really clean and presentable. Jumping straight into it with the photos here, I like to do a 360-degree tour of the car when I take the photos, working from the exterior out. The reason why I quite often start with this first photo here, which is a photo of the front of the car dead straight on, it's just the aspect ratio of what it is. This means that when you pretty much it gets cropped to 9:16, which is the skinny, narrow size for an iPhone or Android, it still showcases the whole car. So that's the reason why I generally start off with a shot. Moving on to the second one, as that I'm working my way around, as that I have a side shot here, and then going on side of the car, back, etc., etc. From here, this is when I move into the pretty much the other sides of the car, which would be the engine bay, key photos like brakes and so on as well. When taking photos of your engine bay, make sure you clean this too. This is the key detail here. If you have a clean engine bay, wipe it down with a rag, give it a quick rinse over with a hose, disconnecting your battery first, just so you don't do any damage with electrical connectors, and then wipe it down with a rag to make sure you get all that dust, debris and dirt off your engine bay. After that, usually what I do is I grab a product called silicone spray. I use this all the time. It's about $6 to $10 New Zealand at your local automotive store. You spray a little bit on the plastic parts and pretty much you wipe it down with a rag after that. If you leave it on there and you do not wipe it with a rag, it'll give that gloss shine rather than the matte satin as you can see here in the photos. So that's just a simple card technique. All of the car dealers and so on do it as well. It just makes that engine bay pop and look brand new. Moving on to the next one, I have this brake shot here. This is the high performance car, so the engine and brake shot are some key details of it. So what I do here is that grab some quick snaps of that, showcase of the exterior, and then from there I usually move into the interior of the car. So kicking it off with the back of the car, which is the boot, showing it's clean and tidy, plenty of room there, everything's all pushed forward so it makes it look bigger than what it is. Moving into the interior, I always like to have this shot first for the actual interior shots of the front of the car. Showcases both seats, shows how much room there is, etc. When taking this photo, always make sure the interior is super clean, that both seats are set to the same level. It's just simple things when we know for pretty much just basic geometry going through the car. Your eyes pick up on those little things, so if you have the seats pretty much even, as you can see there's a little bit off here, but pretty much even, looks so much better. Moving forward there, front's the seats, showing the bolstering and showing there's not much wear in the car there. The back seats there, what I usually do as a trick is that I usually push the front seats forward on the car to make it look even better and looks like it has more room than what it actually has. I have the center console here folded down, showing the cup holders and so on, so painting the picture of like an ideal family wagon. Putting the kids in the back, etc. Plenty of room for them. And what I go through to here is that for the last snap of the ad here, is that I go through a little collage here, and I pretty much do 3 feature shots. Since this is the sports car, the big brakes, the big discs, the carbon fiber inside the car, and being an RS model, highlight those features. If you have a car which has features such as a new Apple CarPlay head unit, some cool features on the car, highlight those. It can be anything, but I use this. It looks very professional. You can use apps on the App Store, collage apps, and they can merge all of these as well. I'll put some of the apps in the description there which you can use to do this. I use Photoshop, which is a good option, but those collage apps are even more efficient than Photoshop. And obviously that's back to the start there. Now moving on to the title and description of the car. You really want to showcase what the car is. As we went back and we had a look at those other listings there, a lot of them didn't even have listing titles. So we want to really punch it through here. 2012 Audi RS4, performance car, 450 horsepower. So we want to show those figures because it's a performance station wagon. If you are selling something, let's say a Tesla Model 3, you may want to say after that hyphen, because it doesn't have the same performance figures as what you'd have with this car, you would say excellent condition, long range model. So you could really want to have, this is the first thing people see, so you want to really focus on some drawing in factors or drawing in title. So following on from there, since we've got that good description, I generally follow up the first line of the description here with the title. So 2012 Audi RS4, the engine, the horsepower, etc. And generally I follow on from that with a really fun description here. The description usually gives a brief about the car. Generally I try and have some sort of comedic approach to it. It really seems to connect with the potential buyers. Pretty much this car is designed as a station wagon, so you're going to have your kids and so on is in the back. These cars are known as the dad wagon, so it's a cool sports station wagon. So I have here, are you looking for a car that can do it all? Look no further than the Audi RS4. Sounds absolutely epic, constantly turns head while still being practical. A super short and sweet description, makes it kind of fun, makes it kind of sound cool, sound like a cool car. Basic stuff about the car, important factors. We have to have a warrant of fitness and registration for cars in New Zealand. So pretty much just showcasing that this car is fully road legal and ready to go, brand new checks for the new owner, so they don't have to worry about the car for a full year. Obviously showing the kilometres after that, and then going on to say that the car has no issues, etc. From there, I have some basic details about the servicing of the car, so to show that the car has actually been serviced and looked after and maintained. Cars for a lot of people are just marked as a liability rather than an asset, so they want to know that this car has been maintained so it does not become a liability. So having those details there, saying it's been serviced and it's been fully looked after, is a real selling point for the car. So list what you have done. Grab those receipts, dig deep if they are online receipts, have a look at them, see what has been done. Basic things, oil servicing, tyres, gearbox, etc. These are the key details on this car here. It's very important to do the driveline and so on the car, so it's just had this big ticket service done recently. That's why I put all this stuff down. And then what I do moving into the actual details of the car, I just separate it out into interior and exterior details. So I like to say pretty much what it has on the interior when you're sitting inside the cabin. It's got 2 keys there, which is a cool package. I've got the full carbon fibre package, the 360-degree parking sensors, etc. Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, and so on. Leather interior, the upper range speakers and so on, and the cargo holders and so on the back. So really just showcasing some of the key bullet points there. Dealers do not put this. They never pick up on the key points of the car, and a lot of people within their Facebook descriptions do not put this in there. So these are really key points. Following on to the exterior of the car, we want to showcase those big wheels that I showed before, that tow bar, and also showing the tread on the tyres. Sometimes people don't know how many millimeters or whatever the depth measurement of the tyres are, which is a good level. So I usually put it in a out of 10 or a percentage amount to show how much tread there is. So 8 out of 10 tread, so it's only about 20% worn. So it's good to have that kind of figure there. Quite often I like to have here why I'm selling the car. It avoids the unnecessary questions within the Facebook listing. So I'm selling this car because I'm upgrading to the Audi RS6, which is the bigger, badder model. So it kind of just removes the unnecessary questioning from the car. So there's a bit of a basic how-to guide on how to put your car on Facebook Marketplace and list it correctly. If you guys do want a more in-depth tutorial on how to boost or how to promote your car within Facebook and which methods are the best way to do it, click on my other video in my description here, where I kind of go more in depth of budgets, how much, where to place, and for how long.